Two of America's favorite family restaurants tonight are at the center of a lawsuit over drink prices on their menus, or rather, the lack of drink prices.
If you're planning to eat at these 8 restaurant chains, you might want to watch this video first. Because once you learn what's really happening behind those kitchen doors, you'll never look at their menu the same way again. From forced labor scandals to microwaved meals sold as fresh, these chains have been lying straight to your face. In today's video, we're counting down 10 restaurants you should avoid at all costs, even if they look tempting from the outside. Stay tuned till the end, because we'll also reveal a few restaurants that are actually worth your time and money. 1. Applebee's. What happened to the neighborhood favorite? Applebee's used to mean Friday night dinners, half-price appetizers, and reliable comfort food. Not anymore. Between health violations, worker scandals, and microwaved meals, this chain has become a masterclass in how to destroy customer trust. In 2021 alone, multiple locations across Tennessee, Ohio, and Texas were cited for expired ingredients, undercooked meats, and unsanitary prep areas. But what really raised eyebrows was when several viral videos surfaced showing employees mishandling food and violating basic hygiene standards. On top of that, Applebee's faced backlash for their calorie-heavy menu items disguised as lighter fare. For instance, their so-called grilled chicken Caesar salad packs over 1,000 calories and a staggering amount of sodium, nearly half of your daily recommended limit in one sitting. As for the food itself, according to multiple former kitchen staff on r/Kitchen Confidential and TikTok, most dishes aren't fresh from the grill. They're pre-cooked in industrial facilities, frozen, shipped to restaurants, and reheated in microwaves or steam tables. That sizzling fajita platter? It's sizzling because of the hot plate underneath, not because it just came off a grill. Even the grilled chicken Caesar salad, marketed as a lighter option, packs 1,090 calories and 1,910 milligrams of sodium, 83% of your daily limit. Combine that with shrinking portions and rising prices, and it's clear Applebee's has lost its way. But the real PR disaster came in March 2022, when an internal email from Applebee's executive, Wayne Pankratz, leaked on Reddit. His message to franchise owners? Rising gas prices and inflation were good for business because desperate workers would accept lower wages. Within hours, #boycott. Applebee's was trending nationwide. Employees walked out. Customers organized protests. The company fired Pankratz, but the damage to Applebee's reputation was permanent. A perfect example of corporate greed exposed. If you're looking for comfort food or a casual night out, you might want to skip Applebee's and head somewhere that truly serves fresh quality meals, not microwave reheats disguised as restaurant dining. Drop a comment below and tell us, which of these restaurants have you eaten at? Did any of these revelations shock you? 2. Buffalo Wild Wings. Game day headquarters with a dark side. Buffalo Wild Wings built its brand on sports, beer, and wings. But behind the big screens and loud crowds lies a troubling pattern. Frozen food passed off as fresh, a racial discrimination scandal that made national headlines, and enough sodium to hospitalize you. Let's start with what's actually in those wings. Most customers assume they're eating fresh bone-in chicken, but multiple former employees have confirmed that many Buffalo Wild Wings locations use frozen wings that are fried, tossed in sauce, and served as freshly made. That might not sound terrible until you realize those sauces are packed with MSG, artificial coloring, and preservatives that can trigger migraines and inflammation. Nutrition experts have repeatedly ranked Buffalo Wild Wings among the least healthy casual dining chains in America. A single order of their blazing Carolina Reaper wings can exceed 1,200 calories with over 4,000 milligrams of sodium, almost twice the daily recommended intake. And that's before you add fries or beer. But the controversy that really shook the brand happened in October 2019 at a Naperville, Illinois location. A host asked a group of black customers to move to another table because a regular patron didn't want to sit near black people. The incident was filmed, went viral, and triggered protests outside multiple Buffalo Wild Wings locations. The company issued an apology and fired the employees involved, but the incident exposed a deeper problem with management oversight and corporate culture. Health inspectors in several states have since cited locations for moldy soda nozzles, cross-contamination between raw and cooked foods, and staff not following basic hygiene protocols. Even more concerning, the company was sued for misleading customers into thinking their boneless wings were actually made from wing meat, when in reality they're chunks of fried chicken breast. That lawsuit quickly went viral and sparked a huge online debate, forcing Buffalo Wild Wings to respond publicly and admit the obvious. That 2017 class action lawsuit wasn't just about semantics, It revealed how chains deliberately mislead customers with marketing language. The suit argued that calling them boneless wings when they're actually fried chicken chunks was false advertising. Buffalo Wild Wings settled quietly, but the case opened the floodgates for similar lawsuits against other chains. 3. Chili's Grill and Bar. Remember that jingle? I want my baby back ribs. Yeah, those ribs. Chili's spent decades building itself into a Tex-Mex powerhouse, but somewhere along the way, the sizzle disappeared. What's left is a chain plagued by microwaved meals, moldy ice machines documented on TikTok, and calorie counts that would make a cardiologist weep. Here's what former employees on Reddit's r/tales from your server revealed. Most Chili's entrees arrive frozen in plastic bags and get reheated in microwaves or steam tables. Those sizzling fajitas? The sizzle comes from the hot cast iron plate, not a grill. The baby back ribs? Pre-cooked, vacuum-sealed, reheated. Everything is loaded with sodium, processed oils, and artificial flavorings to compensate for the lack of fresh ingredients. According to a 2023 nutritional analysis, several Chili's entrees rank among the most unhealthy meals in the casual dining industry. For example, their Ultimate Smokehouse Combo contains over 2,500 calories, 6,000 milligrams of sodium, and more sugar than 2 cans of soda. That's an entire day's worth of salt, fat, and calories in one plate. According to data from the Center for Science in the Public Interest, Chili's ranks in the top 10 unhealthiest chain restaurants in America. Their Cajun pasta with grilled chicken contains 1,820 calories and 3,150 milligrams of sodium, more salt than you'd find in 8 bags of potato chips. The cleanliness issues are even worse than the food. In 2022 and 2023, viral TikTok videos from former Chili's employees showed moldy ice machines, grease-covered grills, and raw chicken stored above ready-to-eat ingredients. Health department records from Florida, California, and Arizona show repeated violations: improper food storage temperatures, employees not washing hands, and undercooked chicken being served to customers. One Texas location was temporarily shut down in 2023 after inspectors found rodent droppings in dry storage areas. Chili's also faced controversy when customers complained about being served undercooked meats or receiving foreign objects in their food. These incidents, while isolated, have become frequent enough to raise eyebrows, especially when the company's official response tends to downplay them. And while the restaurant used to be praised for its fun, family-friendly environment, many diners now describe it as inconsistent and overpriced. Smaller portions, higher prices, and a heavy reliance on pre-made ingredients have stripped away the charm that once made Chili's a staple of American dining. If you're craving Tex-Mex, you're better off visiting a local cantina or authentic Mexican restaurant where the tortillas are made fresh and the grill actually sizzles. Chili's might still have nostalgia on its side, but when it comes to real flavor and quality, it's best to skip this chain altogether. If you're learning something new right now, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our next investigation. 4. Olive Garden. Endless breadsticks? Bottomless lies? Olive Garden wants you to believe you're getting authentic Italian food at affordable prices. The reality? You're paying premium prices for factory-made pasta and microwaved sauces that would make any Italian grandmother cry. And those breadsticks you love? They're the best thing on the menu, which tells you everything you need to know. Let's start with the food itself. Many people assume Olive Garden dishes are made fresh in the kitchen, but former employees have revealed that much of the food, from sauces to soups, arrives at the restaurant frozen or pre-packaged, only to be reheated before serving. That famous Alfredo sauce? It's often pre-mixed and loaded with preservatives, sodium, and cheap oils that barely resemble the traditional Italian recipe. In 2014, activist investor Starboard Value released a 294-page presentation detailing Olive Garden's cost-cutting measures and operational failures. One infamous example, the company refused to salt their pasta water because it was bad for the pots. This became an internet meme and symbol of how far Olive Garden had drifted from any connection to real Italian cooking. The company eventually reversed this policy after widespread mockery. Nutrition experts have pointed out that several Olive Garden dishes are shockingly unhealthy. Their Tour of Italy entree, for example, contains over 1,500 calories and more than a day's worth of saturated fat and sodium. That's before you even touch the breadsticks. Even so-called lighter items like their salads are drenched in dressings high in sugar and industrial seed oils. Sanitation is another recurring nightmare. In 2019, a customer in Evansville, Indiana, found a piece of plastic in her pasta and posted the video to Facebook, where it got over 3 million views. Health inspection records from 2020 to 2023 show Olive Garden locations in multiple states cited for dirty utensils, unclean prep surfaces, and pest issues. A 2021 inspection in Georgia found expired ingredients still being used and improper cooling procedures for pasta sauces. Then there's the matter of corporate cost cutting. Reports have surfaced that Olive Garden reduced staff training and kitchen oversight to save money, leading to widespread inconsistencies in food quality across locations. And remember when they famously refused to salt their pasta water because it was bad for the pots? That became an internet meme and a perfect example of how far they drifted from authentic cooking. At the end of the day, Olive Garden might offer convenience and nostalgia, but the truth is, you're paying premium prices for mass-produced food that barely qualifies as Italian. So next time you crave pasta, you might want to support a local Italian restaurant where the sauce is made from scratch, not shipped in from a factory freezer. 5. IHOP. The house of pancakes is crumbling. IHOP once meant Sunday morning family breakfasts, fluffy pancakes, and bottomless coffee. But in 2024, it's better known for roaches in coffee mugs, pancake batter poured from industrial bags, and enough sodium to send your blood pressure into orbit. The viral incidents keep piling up, and IHOP's response keeps falling short. Let's start with what's on the plate. Many of IHOP's menu items sound comforting, like their country fried steak or big steak omelet, but they're nutritional disasters. A single order can exceed 1,700 calories and more than 3,000 milligrams of sodium, with pancakes that come drenched in syrups made with high fructose corn syrup instead of real maple syrup. Even their omelets contain additives and premixed liquid eggs, often loaded with preservatives. A 2020 investigation by food safety experts found that many IHOP locations were using the same griddles for raw eggs and pancakes without proper cleaning between uses, leading to potential cross-contamination. Former employees on Reddit's r/Kitchen Confidential described expired syrup being relabeled with new dates and bacon grease going unchanged for days. Former employees have also admitted that many IHOP kitchens rely heavily on frozen or pre-packaged ingredients, with very little cooked from scratch. Pancake batter, often from a bag. Omelets, poured from pre-made jugs. Bacon and sausage, cooked in bulk and reheated throughout the day. That fresh-off-the-griddle promise starts to sound more like marketing than reality. The hygiene incidents are horrifying. In 2018, a viral photo from a Virginia IHOP showed a cockroach inside a customer's coffee mug. The image spread across Twitter and Facebook, triggering health inspections at multiple locations. What inspectors found was worse: dirty griddles with carbonized food buildup, moldy syrup containers, and improper food storage temperatures. Between 2019 to 2023, IHOP locations in California, Texas, and New York were cited over 200 times for critical health violations, including pest infestations, employee hand-washing failures, and expired food being served. Adding to the controversy, IHOP's customer service has come under fire for inconsistent quality. Many diners report long wait times, incorrect orders, or cold food, often due to understaffing and poor training. The chain's push to expand menu options like burgers and sandwiches has also backfired, as customers complain that the House of Pancakes has lost sight of what made it special in the first place. Despite rebranding efforts and social media campaigns, IHOP continues to struggle with declining reviews and reputation. While it still draws in families with affordable deals, the reality behind the kitchen doors paints a different picture, one of shortcuts, cost-cutting, and questionable quality. If you want a real breakfast experience, skip the corporate pancake house and visit a local diner that serves up fresh homemade food made with care, not preservatives. 6. Denny's. America's diner, more like America's nightmare. Denny's built its reputation on being open 24/7 for truckers, travelers, and anyone needing a 3 a.m. grand slam. But behind the nostalgic image is a dark reality. A history of racial discrimination lawsuits, kitchens that would fail any serious inspection, and meals that pack an entire day's worth of salt into a single plate. According to nutrition data compiled by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine in 2022, Denny's has some of the highest average sodium levels per meal of any major chain restaurant. Their Lumberjack Slam contains 2,470 calories and 3,690 milligrams of sodium. That's 160% of your daily recommended maximum, and that's without adding syrup. Let's start with the food. Many menu items at Denny's are loaded with calories, sodium, and fat. Take their double cheeseburger. It packs a shocking 1,490 calories and over 3,400 milligrams of sodium. That's more salt than most adults should eat in an entire day. Even their Fit Slam, marketed as a healthier option, is criticized for containing processed turkey bacon and preservative-heavy egg whites. Former employees have spoken up online about how much of Denny's food comes pre-packaged or frozen, not made fresh in-house. Scrambled eggs are often poured from pre-made liquid cartons. Sausages come frozen in bulk, and pancakes are mixed from giant industrial bags of batter. So while it may smell like a home-cooked breakfast, it's often anything but. Cleanliness is another serious issue. Numerous health inspection reports have cited Denny's locations for unsanitary kitchens, mold in soda dispensers, expired ingredients, and even pest sightings. There have also been viral posts from customers finding hair, plastic pieces, and uncooked food in their meals. These isolated incidents have done lasting damage to the brand's reputation, and unfortunately, they're not that rare. Denny's has one of the darkest civil rights records of any restaurant chain in America. In the 1990s, the company faced multiple lawsuits and a Department of Justice investigation for systematically discriminating against Black customers, making them prepay for meals, ignoring them for service, or refusing to seat them. The company paid out over $54 million in settlements and signed a consent decree requiring anti-discrimination training. But incidents have continued. In 2015, a Washington state Denny's refused service to Black customers while serving white customers nearby. In 2021, a lawsuit in Maryland alleged similar discrimination. Despite decades of diversity training, the pattern persists. Then there's the health factor. Eating regularly at Denny's can take a toll. The heavy use of butter, oil, and salt, combined with processed meats and sugary drinks, makes it one of the worst chains for cardiovascular health. Even light menu items are often deceptively high in sodium and calories. So while Denny's still markets itself as America's diner, the truth is that the quality and care that once defined it have largely disappeared. If you're craving a hearty breakfast or a midnight meal, you're much better off supporting a local diner where meals are cooked fresh and served with genuine care, not from a freezer bag. Let us know in the comments. Are there other chains we should investigate next? What restaurant do you want us to expose? 7. Red Lobster. The seafood lie exposed. Red Lobster wants you to picture fresh lobster pulled from Maine waters, shrimp boats in the Gulf, and skilled chefs preparing your meal. Reality check. Most of their seafood comes frozen from overseas farms linked to forced labor. That butter isn't butter. And those Cheddar Bay biscuits are the only thing keeping this chain alive. Here's what Red Lobster doesn't advertise. An Associated Press investigation in 2015 traced Red Lobster's shrimp supply to farms in Thailand where workers were trapped in conditions of forced labor, beaten, imprisoned, and forced to work 16-hour days. The investigation won a Pulitzer Prize and forced the entire seafood industry to acknowledge its supply chain problems. Red Lobster claimed to strengthen oversight, but a 2019 follow-up investigation found many of the same suppliers were still in their chain. Most of the seafood served at Red Lobster arrives frozen from international sources and sits in storage for weeks before being thawed and served. And let's talk about those famous butter-drenched plates. That so-called drawn butter used on lobster tails? It's not real butter. It's a buttery oil blend packed with trans fats, artificial flavoring, and preservatives. That creamy lobster bisque? Loaded with sodium levels pushing over 1,000 milligrams per bowl, thickened with cornstarch, dairy solids, and MSG to fake that fresh flavor. Food scientists analyzing Red Lobster's menu found that their drawn butter contains partially hydrogenated oils, trans fats, artificial butter flavoring, and preservatives. Real drawn butter is just melted butter, nothing else. What Red Lobster serves is a manufactured product designed to look and taste like butter while being significantly cheaper to produce. Even their healthy options, like the grilled shrimp skewers, come glazed in sugar-heavy marinades. Add a side of those iconic biscuits, and you've just consumed a 1,200-calorie meal before your entree even lands. The hygiene problems are just as bad as the ethics. In 2021, multiple Red Lobster locations made local news for health violations. Moldy Cheddar Bay biscuits in California, undercooked shrimp in Florida, and cockroaches spotted by customers in Texas. On Reddit's r/Kitchen Confidential, former employees described common practices like reheating leftover seafood the next day, using seafood past expiration dates, and managers pressuring staff to serve food that should have been thrown out. One former employee in Ohio detailed how lobster tails would sometimes sit in storage for over 2 weeks before being served. So while the commercials show pristine lobsters pulled fresh from the ocean, The truth is far less glamorous. Red Lobster may have once been a family favorite, but behind those nautical decorations lies a factory-style kitchen pushing quantity over quality. Bottom line, Red Lobster isn't serving the taste of the sea you think it is. It's serving preserved, reheated seafood swimming in oils and salt. And your body pays the price long after you've left the table. 8. Outback Steakhouse. The Australian lie that became an American health crisis. Outback Steakhouse has been lying to you from day one, and not just about being Australian. Founded in Tampa, Florida in 1988 by 4 guys who'd never been to Australia, everything about this chain is fake. The Aussie theme, the fresh ingredients, and the claim that their food is anything other than a sodium bomb wrapped in marketing. Let's start with their crown jewel, the bloomin' onion. It's marketed as a fun, shareable appetizer, but nutritionists have called it a heart attack on a plate. The dish alone contains 1,950 calories, 155 grams of fat, and 4,200 milligrams of sodium, nearly double the daily recommended intake of salt. That's before you even order your steak sides or dessert. Add a typical entree and drink, and you're looking at a 3,000 to 4,000 calorie meal in one sitting. The Center for Science in the Public Interest has repeatedly named the bloomin' onion as one of the worst appetizers in America. In 2018, nutritionists calculated that sharing a bloomin' onion among 4 people still gives each person nearly 500 calories before the meal even starts. The dipping sauce alone contains 430 calories and 43 grams of fat, more fat than a Big Mac. But the real shocker? Former employees have admitted that Outback's grilled meats are often brushed with butter blends and oil sauces loaded with preservatives and MSG to enhance flavor. So even the items that look healthier on the menu are hiding chemical flavor enhancers and sodium bombs. And their signature seasonings? They're pre-mixed industrial blends full of anti-caking agents and flavor stabilizers. Not exactly the fresh-off-the-grill vibe they promote. The controversy most people never heard about happened in 2018, when a local news investigation in Detroit exposed multiple Outback locations reusing deep-frying oil for weeks beyond safety standards. When cooking oil is reused too many times, it breaks down and creates potentially carcinogenic compounds. Health inspectors who followed up found additional violations: raw meat stored above cooked food, cutting boards with deep grooves harboring bacteria, and pest droppings in storage areas. Similar violations were documented in Outback locations across Pennsylvania, Ohio, and California in 2019 to 2022. And while the brand markets itself as an Australian-inspired steakhouse, here's the truth: there's nothing Australian about it. The company was founded in Tampa, Florida, and the entire Aussie concept is a marketing gimmick built around kangaroo logos and boomerang props. Even their Aussie cheese fries pack nearly 2,900 calories and 200 grams of fat. No actual Aussie would ever eat that much cheese in one go. The Aussie marketing is so fake it's almost impressive. The company was founded by 4 Americans in Tampa who'd never been to Australia and based their entire concept on stereotypes and kangaroo imagery. No Australian would recognize most of the menu items. The bloomin' onion doesn't exist in Australia. Alice Springs chicken? Alice Springs is a real town in Australia, but the dish was invented in a Florida test kitchen. Even the portion sizes are purely American. Actual Australian restaurants serve portions half the size of what Outback considers normal. So while Outback Steakhouse might look like a fun, casual place to grab a meal with friends, the truth is far less appetizing. Artificial flavoring, extreme calorie counts, dirty kitchen scandals, and deceptive marketing make this chain a prime example of what to avoid if you value your health or your wallet. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Not every chain restaurant is trying to poison you with sodium bombs and frozen mystery meat. Let's flip the script and talk about the places that actually give a damn about what goes on your plate. Restaurants where fresh isn't just a marketing lie. 1. Cava. Fast food reimagined the healthy way. If you've ever wished that fast food could actually be good for you, then Cava is the answer you've been waiting for. This Mediterranean-inspired restaurant chain has completely flipped the script on what quick and convenient dining can mean. Instead of greasy fries and calorie-packed combos, Cava serves up fresh, customizable bowls and pitas packed with whole ingredients, bold flavors, and a serious dose of nutrition. Founded in 2006 by 3 friends who grew up in Mediterranean households, Cava started as a single restaurant in Rockville, Maryland. By 2024, they've expanded to over 300 locations without compromising their core principles: fresh ingredients, transparent sourcing, and food that actually nourishes your body. Cava's entire concept revolves around balance and choice. You build your own meal starting with a base like super greens, saffron basmati rice, or lentils. Then add proteins such as grilled chicken, spicy lamb meatballs, or roasted falafel. From there, you load it up with vibrant toppings like hummus, tzatziki, tomato cucumber salad, and their signature harissa for a little Mediterranean kick. The end result? A meal that's fast, colorful, and full of life, not grease and regret. What sets Cava apart from other fast casual restaurants is their commitment to real ingredients. Their sauces and dressings are made from scratch every day using olive oil, herbs, and spices, instead of preservatives or cheap fillers. Even their meats are antibiotic-free and responsibly sourced, something you rarely see in the fast food world. Cava publishes detailed sourcing information on their website, something most chains would never do. Their chickens are raised without antibiotics. Their vegetables come from farms they've partnered with for years. Even their spices are sourced ethically. This level of transparency is rare in the restaurant industry and shows a commitment to quality over profit margins. Each bowl you order at Cava is rich in fiber, healthy fats, and lean proteins, all the things your body needs to feel satisfied and energized. It's food that fits perfectly into a modern, busy lifestyle without compromising health or flavor. You can grab it on the go, eat it at work, or sit down with friends, and still walk away feeling good about your choice. Another thing Cava gets right is transparency. They're upfront about nutrition facts, sourcing practices, and allergens. No hidden calories, no secret ingredients, just fresh food prepared the way it should be. This honesty has earned them a loyal following among people who want to eat better but still crave flavor and convenience. Whether you're vegetarian, vegan, or just trying to cut back on processed junk, Cava has something for everyone. At a time when most restaurant chains are chasing profits over people's health, Cava stands out as a refreshing reminder that fast food doesn't have to be fake food. It proves that eating well can be quick, delicious, and accessible to everyone, one Mediterranean bowl at a time. 2. True Food Kitchen. Real ingredients, real wellness. When you step into True Food Kitchen, you're not just walking into another restaurant, you're stepping into a whole new way of thinking about food. Founded on Dr. Andrew Weil's anti-inflammatory diet principles, True Food Kitchen focuses on meals that don't just taste good, but make you feel good long after you've finished eating. Dr. Weil isn't just a name on the menu. He's actively involved in developing recipes and ensuring the restaurant stays true to anti-inflammatory principles. His research shows that chronic inflammation is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and other health issues, and that certain foods can help combat this. True Food Kitchen's menu is built on these scientific principles, not marketing trends. Unlike most restaurant chains that rely on heavy sauces, cheap oils, and processed ingredients, True Food Kitchen believes in the power of clean, honest cooking. Their entire menu is built around whole, nutrient-rich ingredients that fuel your body instead of weighing it down. You won't find greasy burgers or deep-fried sides here. Instead, think colorful bowls packed with roasted vegetables, wild-caught fish, and organic grains. One of their most popular dishes, the Ancient Grains Bowl, perfectly captures what True Food Kitchen stands for. It combines quinoa, miso-glazed sweet potatoes, grilled portobello mushrooms, and a hint of pesto, all topped with avocado for that creamy, satisfying finish. It's a meal that's hearty, balanced, and deeply nourishing. Even the drinks follow the same philosophy. Forget sugary sodas. Here you'll find cold-pressed juices, matcha refreshers, and turmeric tonics designed to boost energy and fight inflammation naturally. It's like every item on the menu has a purpose, not just to fill you up, but to recharge you from the inside out. What truly makes True Food Kitchen stand out is their commitment to transparency. They work closely with local farms, ensuring their produce is always fresh, seasonal, and ethically sourced. Every ingredient has a story, and every dish reflects their belief that food should heal, not harm. True Food Kitchen is certified by the Green Restaurant Association for their environmental practices. They compost food waste, use eco-friendly packaging, and prioritize seasonal produce to reduce their carbon footprint. It's not just about healthy food, it's about healthy practices across the entire operation. And the best part? Healthy doesn't mean bland. True Food Kitchen proves that wholesome meals can be bursting with flavor. From their grass-fed burgers served on flaxseed buns to their irresistible edamame dumplings, you leave full and satisfied, but never sluggish or guilty. In a world dominated by fried, salty, and processed fast food, True Food Kitchen is a reminder that eating well doesn't have to be complicated. It's proof that you can enjoy your meals, nourish your body, and still savor every every bite. This is healthy dining done right. Real food, real flavor, and real results. So there you have it, 8 restaurants serving up lies with a side of sodium, and 2 that actually deserve your money. The game isn't about never eating out again. It's about knowing when you're being lied to and choosing restaurants that respect you enough to tell the truth. Skip the bloomin' onion that packs 2 days of salt. Skip the fresh pasta that came from a freezer bag. Choose places like Kava and True Food Kitchen that treat ingredients and customers with actual respect. Your body will notice the difference. Trust me. We make these videos because the restaurant industry banks on you not knowing what's really happening in their kitchens. Knowledge is power, and now you've got it. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you catch every video. We've got more investigations coming, grocery store scandals, fast food secrets, all the stuff they don't want you to know. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay healthy, and keep demanding better.